All right, if I could just have your attention, please. Hello. Councillors, mayors, deputy mayors, if I could just have your attention, please. Thank you very much. Councillors and visitors are requested to turn mobile phones to silent. Councillors and council officers are reminded to disclose any declarations of financial interests and interests affecting impartiality. Audio recording of the council meeting proceedings is prohibited unless prior approval has been granted. Officers will be live streaming to the CRC website as per local government regulations. All councillors are required to activate their microphones when addressing the meeting to assist with the recording. On behalf of councillors, we would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land, the Whadjuk people of the Noongar Nation, on which this meeting is taking place, and show respect to elders past, present and emerging. And I will now declare the meeting open at 6:31 p.m. Apologies and leave of absence. I've received an apology from Councillor Hutton. Are there any other apologies? Thank you very much. There are no other apologies. Disclosures of interest. I've received one disclosure of interest, 14.5 CEO, as the item relates to his contract. Are there any other disclosures of interest? No, thank you very much. Public statement and question time, there is nil. Announcements by the chair without discussion, there is nil. Petitions, there are nil. Number 7, confirmation of minutes. We have an alternative recommendation by Deputy Mayor Mays, if you'd like to just move that.
Yeah, I'll move that, thank you.
Is there a seconder? Deputy Mayor Perkov seconding. Is there anyone opposed? Any questions? No questions. I'll then put that. Just raise your hand if you support the confirmation of minutes as per the item that was. Yes, that's carried unanimously. Thank you very much. Number 8, business arising from the minutes. I had nil. Did anybody have anything? No, thank you very much. Moving on to item 9, administration reports as presented. I just want to note that item 14.1, the annual plan financial year 2027, and 14.2, annual marketing plan financial year 2027, are no longer considered confidential under amendments to the Local Government Act and will be considered in open session as per item 9. I'll just pass on to the CEO just to give a little bit of explanation around that.
Yeah, through the chair, previously those particular items have been considered commercially sensitive because they essentially outline our strategy in terms of our development strategy, our sales strategy, our pricing, our marketing strategy, and it's information that we haven't wanted previously to provide to our competitors. Changes that came into the Local Government Act now mean that we can't keep that commercially sensitive and it needs to be in the public arena. We prepared the agenda the way it's always been prepared every other year, and so we're not able to treat them as confidential, hence we're moving from confidential items into general officers' reports.
Thank you. Are there any questions?
Just a general question.
Yes.
That advice.
Can you please turn your microphone on? Thank you.
Thanks. Just for awareness, was that advice, did it come from any?
Through the chair, the changes came into effect on January the 1st. It was actually identified by Councillor Mays. He identified it through review of the minutes. I'm aware that a number of local governments are being picked up on this. It's an error on our behalf, but we're correcting it before you confirm the minutes.
Thank you very much. Any other questions? No? Okay, so with regards to item number 9, we're going to move that on block, and it also includes the previous 14.1 and 14.2, which I read obviously at the start. But before I do that, are there any items that anybody wants to pull out of that block? Okay, if there are no one wanting to pull anything out, I'm happy to move that on block. Do I have a mover of that to move those on block? Deputy Mayor Perkov and Councillor May seconding. Anyone opposed?
Just confirm that includes 14.1.
Yeah, I did. I just said includes 14.1 and 14.2. I did say that, didn't I?
Yep.
Good.
Make sure everyone knows that.
Yep, that's all right. So all those in favour, please raise your hand. And that is unanimous. Thank you very much. Moving on to item 10, elected members' motion of which notice has been given. We've got 10.1, winding up of Catalina Regional Council, and we've got Deputy Mayor Mays has got a motion obviously on the board. Are you moving that? Moving it. Do we have a seconder? Deputy Lord Mayor Gonzalez. Is there anybody opposed? If there's nobody opposed, I'm happy just to put it. Okay, all those in favour, just raise your hand. That is unanimous. Thank you very much. Item 11, questions by members of which due notice has been given. There is nil. Urgent business approved by the chair. There is nil. General business, I have nil. Does anybody have any general business they want to raise? No. Okay, thank you. So we go to item number 14, decision to move to confidential session. This action is taken in accordance with section 5.23 of the Local Government Act 1995, as per item 14.3, landscape architecture contract arrangements, deals with 4C, information contained in a tender received by the local government for a contract to the extent that the information in point 1 is a tendered price, or 2, a tendered methodology of calculating a price. Item 14.4, report on implementation, CRC risk management framework, deals with, at 4E, information the making public of which would likely endanger the security, including cyber security, of any of the local government's property or operations. And late item 15.4, CEO contract, which deals with 2B, a matter relating to the recruitment or employment of a CEO or a senior employee. So I would just be looking for a mover to go behind closed doors. Mayor Zaman and Councillor May is seconding. I'll put that motion. All those in favour? That is unanimous. Thank you very much. We are just going to go behind closed doors now. And I will. Okay. We'll get you invite the CEO to come back in. Yeah, good. That's been done. And I'd like to welcome our viewers back as well. So we're out of confidential session now. And I just want to announce the council decisions in relation to items 14.3, 14.4. The motion was that the council, 1, notes that contract terms with Blue Tang WA Proprietary Limited trading as Emerge Associates to provide landscape architecture services to the Catalina project are soon to expire. 2, authorise the Chief Executive Officer to enter into new contract terms with Blue Tang WA Proprietary Limited trading as Emerge Associates without undertaking new tender or request for quotation processes on the basis that it is engaged under the West Australian Local Government Association's Preferred Supplier Program and the tender exemption provided under the applicable local government regulations. 3, resolves that this report remains confidential in accordance with section 5.234C and D of the Local Government Act 1995, and that was unanimously carried 10-0. Item 14.4, report on implementation CRC risk management framework. The resolution read that the council receives the CRC risk register report on implementation, May 2026. 2, receives the Catalina project risk register report on implementation, May 2026, submitted by the Satterley Property Group. 3, resolves that this report and attachments remain confidential in accordance with section 5.234E of the Local Government Act 1995. That was also unanimously carried 10-0. And item 14.5, CEO contract, late item. The resolution was that council approves the CEO's new employment contract contained in Appendix 14.5. 2, authorises the CRC Chair to sign the CEO's employment contract on behalf of the council. And 3, resolves that this report and attachment remain confidential in accordance with section 5.232B of the Local Government Act 1995. That was also carried unanimously 10-0. And on that note, I would now declare the meeting closed at 6:45 p.m. and thank you all for attending.